foundation routine. I always get requests to do this video, so I'm finally doing it. I think this is my first ever foundation routine, to be honest, so I'm really excited to do it for you guys. And this is just my everyday sort of natural light coverage, lightweight foundation routine. It's not like full coverage, nothing crazy like that, so it's suitable for every day. I don't use that many products at all. It's really simple. So yeah, if you want to see how I do my foundation, then keep watching. So I'm starting out with a bit of foundation. Obviously I'm not applying any primer, nothing like that. It's just foundation straight onto moisturized skin. The foundation that I use generally for every day is the L'Oreal Nude Magique or the Teint. I mentioned this in my January favourites. I just love this for every day. It's so lightweight and breathable, and it just gives enough coverage for every day. So I'm applying this all over my face. I'm not really going under my eyes because I'm going to be putting concealer there, and I don't want it to go too cakey because I tend to find that happens if you apply too many layers under the eyes. So I'm just applying it all around my face, blending it in my jawline as well. And as you can see, it still looks like skin, but there's enough coverage to cover any blemishes and even skin tone and all of that stuff. So the brush that I'm using is my favourite F80 from Sigma. So next up, I always use my Rimmel Wake Me Up Concealer. This works really great for under the eyes or even on the face if you want to cover any blemishes. And the brush I use is the Real Techniques. This is the Stipling brush. So just put a little bit under my eyes. I also apply usually like a little bit on the top as well, just as a primer for my eyeshadow, but not too much, just a little bit. So I go quite low down and also quite sort of far to my temples as well, just to sort of highlight all the under eye area as well. And then just a little bit onto my eyelids. And then I just blend it out. I don't really sort of smudge it out. I just do like tapping motions because that tends to set it a little bit better and you don't lose too much of the product. You're just sort of putting it onto the skin, if that makes any sense. So just go all the way around my eyes, and I do blend it a little bit into my foundation. So that's pretty much it for coverage. I don't really put any more layers on. The next thing that I do is I put my Rimmel Stay Matte pressed powder. This is just in 01 transparent, so there's no coverage in this at all. It just helps to set my foundation, my under eye concealer and everything, and it just makes sure that it lasts all day. So even if you wear like a really dewy hydrating foundation, if you put this over the top, it's still going to set it and make it last all day, which is why I like it so much, because this one from L'Oreal is not the most long lasting, but with this powder it just works really well. So I'm using the Ecotools brush, and this is just a big fluffy one. And as you can see, I'm not smudging it once again, I'm just dabbing it on because I don't want to smudge my foundation, and I'm going all the way around my eyes and under my eyes as well. Okay, so next I always apply bronzer. I don't think I ever go outside without any bronzer on. Even if I'm not wearing any makeup, bronzer is just one thing that I always have on. The one that I use is from Rimmel, and it's the natural bronzer. It has, well, it's waterproof bronzing powder, and it also has SPF 15, which is always good. It's in the colour 25 Sun Glow, and I love how natural this looks. It looks like a natural tan colour, and it does look quite dark, but it doesn't really, so you'll see how it looks on. So I'm using the MAC 138 tapered brush. This is great for contouring, for bronzing, anything like that. So I use this under my cheekbones, but also on the top of my cheekbones. So this acts as a contour as well as a bronzer. And with this you can apply as much as you want. Well, obviously not as much as you want, but quite a bit. It doesn't even if you apply too much, it still doesn't look too unnatural and fake. So applying it to my temples, to my cheekbones, a little bit on my nose, it just adds that healthy glow, and also under my chin and on my neck a little bit because it looks a little bit pale today. That's it for the bronzer. As you can see, it really changes the whole face. It just makes it really structured, really healthy, and not like a ghost like it was before. For my blush, also I'm going to use something from Revlon. This is the Smoky Rose in 090, and it's just a powder blush. I know they changed their colours quite a bit, so I'm not sure if they still stock this, but I really like this. It's a natural sort of dusky rose colour, and it just looks really nice and sort of healthy on the cheeks. And the brush that I normally use is the MAC 109, which is just a blush brush, but this also works really great for foundation as well, for stippling it on. So I'm just going to put a little bit onto the apples of my cheeks. This is just the perfect brush for blush. It's just the right size. If you haven't tried this, then definitely go out and give it a go. And And that is it for my face. I'm just going to do the rest of my makeup, so my eyes, my eyebrows, my lips, all of that, and I'll be back to show you the full look. So that's my face done. This is the finished look. If you want to see how I do my eyes and my lips and my eyebrows and just the rest of my makeup, I will have a link to a video which I did. I think it was like my everyday makeup routine where I do the rest of my makeup steps, so if you want to see how to do that, then definitely watch that video. But this was just my foundation routine, what products I use on my face. I really hope it was useful. Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Also let me know if you want to see like a full coverage foundation routine, so what I wear if I'm going out, for example, or if I really want that sort of full coverage, nothing showing through, just full face of makeup. Let me know if you want to see that makeup tutorial. And yeah, thank you for watching, and I'll see you all in my next one. Bye!